Next team up is the Memphis Grizzlies.
Morant with a running start. Elevate. Oh, and dunks.
Got it. Jones. Jaren.
A very... they were sort of a sleeper team last year.
They definitely were, yeah.
They didn't have any key additions. I mean, they lost Josh Jackson, but, you know, whoop-de-doo.
Cool.
But their starting lineup projects as John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Jonas Valanciunas. Take it away.
Jonas.
Jonas. Jonas.
Honestly, I didn't expect the Memphis Grizzlies to do it as well as he did last year. I mean, 9th seed in the Western Conference.
They were 8th when the whole bubble thing started.
Honestly, Ja carried that team.
Yeah.
I mean, players did much better than I expected. Valanciunas did great. Jaren Jackson was killing it until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks could go for like 5 points or 30 points, you know?
No, for real. He can ball.
I think they're a really great team, underrated. I feel like this year though, there are too many teams who didn't make playoffs that I think will make playoffs, or like they have better chances than Memphis this year. I don't see Memphis making playoffs this year. I think ceiling 8th seed, but I just feel like some teams just got better in the Western Conference Final that they make playoffs, and they're just gonna kick them out, or they're gonna be able to beat them.
Okay, makes sense.
Nonetheless, I think they're a great team. Ja I think will get better, more comfortable. Other than that, yeah. I feel like they need to make another key move.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what would fit their scheme the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Very young team with lots of pieces. They go where Ja and Jaren. I think I'm really high on Jaren.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we know how Ja's going to be this year. I think it's time for Jaren to make that next step as like, I'm one of the best big men in the league. But I was fairly surprised they didn't make any moves. It's not like they have some big contracts under their name. And so because of that reason, it's like everybody else got better and you stayed the same in the hardest conference. And so because of that, I think their ceiling is, I don't even see them making 8th seed, to be honest with you. I just don't like what they did. They didn't make any moves. They didn't make I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year, unless, and this is a huge unless. It's like Ja becomes like an MVP candidate, which I don't see happening.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't make any moves, which is kind of like it is kind of weird.
It's head scratching.
Yeah, because it's like you see all these other, even the Lakers who won are making.
Everybody's making
moves as much as they can, and then you see the Grizzlies, and they're just like, eh.
Yeah. And they have a lot of interesting pieces. Like they have a lot of players I like on that team, so they could have made some moves.
I think the Grizzlies, in terms of their players, they have a lot of like boom players, like that could just go off, and they could carry your team.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they don't have that consistency.
Yeah.
Like if Ja, a sophomore, is your leader, your superstar, you're definitely missing stuff. They don't have veterans there really. I feel like they do need to make a move, and I mean they have time, and there are people still available.
Yeah.
But, I mean, right now, like you said, it's hard to see them making playoffs.
Yeah.
It's quite the reach.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.